Hey guys, Ashura here, and in this video I will be talking about my thoughts as to how Capone's plan will play out. Now, before I say anything, no, I do not think Capone will be able to kill Big Mom, but he will be able to poison her. Now, having said that, let me actually begin my theory. Now, coming to Capone's plan. I think this is a very well laid out plan, and barring a few hiccups, Capone should be able to hit Big Mom with his poison bullets. Now, one thing I am pretty sure is Capone has not told his complete plan to Luffy. If he has actually told the complete plan, it might actually be in the background, but in the foreground where we can see in the panels, he has not told the complete plan. Because if he has, we don't know the countermeasure for Dogtooth, we don't know the countermeasure for Smoothie, we don't know the countermeasure for Perispero. So all this is very important details. So if details for these plans have not been planned by Capone, which I think is extremely unlikely, his plan is bound to fail. So I do believe that he has a lot of countermeasures and he has told only the success case scenario to Luffy and Co. Now, I do believe that Capone has the worst case scenario completely planned out in his head. And that is pretty simple, to leave Luffy in the limelight while he makes a dash to the mirror world and breaks all the mirrors from within inside of the mirror world and then goes to his ship and runs away. Or he could just lie to Big Mom, telling all this was a plan that he had to follow, otherwise Luffy would kill Chiffon or something like that. But this is slightly unlikely. He might combine the two and make it as an excuse when his plan fails, but either way, I do believe that Luffy is the one who's gonna get the hard end of the stick. And one more thing, even if the plan actually succeeds without any hiccups and Big Mom is dead, there's one thing that strikes a little off. Capone needs only 5 seconds to complete his plan, whereas Luffy and Co need 8. So he has 3 seconds time to do whatever he wants. So within this time he can actually go inside the mirror world and break all the glasses, preventing Luffy and the wind smokes from actually uh, getting inside the mirror world. Now, you might ask as to why Capone will actually betray Luffy and Co. if the plan succeeds. Well, it is always good to have time in your hands, and Capone seems to be the kind of person who will betray anyone. I mean, he is named Capone after all. I believe that Capone will do that to get more time because if Luffy and the Windsmokes are battling the monsters out there, he can do freely whatever he wants outside Big Mom's territory and go to a safe place before the monsters actually turn their attention on him. Now, coming to these poison bullets themselves, I do not think they have the power to kill Big Mom herself. But these bullets can still weaken Big Mom to such a state where she cannot battle anymore, thereby effectively leaving out the other monsters to face off against Luffy and Co. Now, coming to these guys, I don't think these guys will actually participate in any battle. That is because I believe that they would rather relish or enjoy the battles going on in front of them than actually fight. I don't think these guys are really that good in fighting. I mean, they could be decently strong enough, maybe as strong as a rare admiral, or worst case, a vice admiral perhaps. Actually, I won't be surprised if all these guys sit back, relax, and bet against each other as to who will win. I mean, these guys are from the underground, and betting won't be new to them, and that's how I believe that they will actually participate in this arc. After this arc, they might actually be of importance, but right now, all they will do is relax and enjoy the show. Now, coming to the Windsmokes, I do believe that the Windsmokes have no choice but to ally with the Straw Hats, even if they don't want to, unless Oda has planned for an epic twist of tale where the Windsmokes completely knew about the assassination and their plan was to do something about it. Otherwise, they have no choice but to take the help of the Straw Hats. I think it is during this part of the arc where Sanji will prove himself to Judge Windsmoke. It is here where Judge Windsmoke realizes that Sanji is his perfect creation. Not Ichiji, not Niji, not Kyonji, but Sanji, and he was only able to create Sanji because of Sora. It is because of Sora that he was able to create his perfect creation. Actually, for this, you can see another video which I have made, and that video is called Sanji Goes Berserk. I will give a link to it in the description. You can check it out. And I think that's also a pretty good theory on my part as to how Sanji will be able to impress Judge Windsmoke. A direct battle between Luffy and Big Mom might not take place because she is poisoned, but having said that, we can't rule out a possibility that they won't fight. And if they do fight, it's gonna be a very good chance for Luffy to actually defeat Yonko, considering the fact that her powers might not work against Luffy. I saw a theory that Luffy's willpower might actually be so strong that Big Mom's power won't work. It'll be like Big Mom can only steal Luffy's lifespan if Luffy's scared of him. Since Luffy is not scared of her, she won't be able to take away his lifespan. Thereby, Luffy will have a very good chance of defeating Big Mom. Another battle which I'm really looking forward to is Sanji versus Dogtooth. Now, both of them are observational haki specialists. I mean, Dogtooth can predict into the future, so that guy is seriously a powerhouse. And Sanji is the best observational haki user in the Straw Hat crew. Now, I don't think that Sanji alone won't be able to defeat Dogtooth, but maybe with the help of Jinbei or the other Windsmokes, he might be able to get a hold or defeat Dogtooth. At the end of the day, I do believe the most important person will be Reiju. That is because she can suck away poison. I believe that Reiju might be able to strike a deal with Big Mom to let the Windsmokes and the Straw Hats go out of there alive if she can save Big Mom. So something like that might actually happen, and I believe that's the reason why Reiju has this poison sucking ability. If Oda does not use this ability, I don't know when he will. I mean, this is the perfect opportunity to show Reiju's poison sucking abilities. Now, lastly, it's about Big Mom herself. If you guys haven't seen a video that I've done called as Big Mom's Weakness, please do watch that video. I've talked about as to how what is Big Mom's weakness and how the Straw Hats can be potentially use it and all that. Now, in that theory, I have actually explained as to how Big Mom is using her souls to make herself nearly immortal. Now, Big Mom can split her souls. This is evident from the fact that Prometheus, Zeus, and that hat Napoleon of hers are all actually her own soul. Just like them, I believe Big Mom's present body is also a soul container, and her actual soul, or rather, the big chunk of her soul, is not in that body. It is somewhere else. And that somewhere else, I believe, is to be within her present husband. That is why, even for a wedding of his own daughter, I know it is his stepdaughter, he is nowhere to be found. That is because if he is out in the public, he will become an easy target, and if he is killed, Big Mom will lose a huge chunk of her soul, thereby depleting her lifespan a lot. I believe this is one of Big Mom's greatest aces in her cards. I mean, with this ability, even if she's greatly injured in any battle, All she needs to do is get to her present husband's body and take a little more of her soul within her, thereby she can live again. This way, even if she actually dies in a battle, it won't really matter because her soul is actually stored somewhere else and she can take it back later. But on the other hand, this is also her greatest weakness. I mean, this is exactly like a double edged sword. If anybody comes to know about this and they directly attack her husband and actually capture him, then Big Mom will be forced to do the wishes of the captor, thereby having the control of an entire Yonko. Now, all this is well and good, but how will the Straw Hats be able to utilize this? Well, the answer is one man. And that guy is Pound, the former husband of Big Mom. Now, Oda actually introduced us to him, and he didn't really do anything else but tell that he is the husband of Big Mom and the father of Lola and Chiffon, and also that he actually explained how uh, what Big Mom's devil fruit is, and to an extent as to how it works. Now he knows all this. I think he also knows this part where Big Mom actually stores her soul in her present husband. I'm pretty sure that Pound knows where the present husband of Big Mom is hiding. That is because he was a former husband, and Big Mom had really no reason to change his hiding place. And if he wants to play a game with Big Mom by capturing her husband, this tea party would be the most ideal time for him. I mean, there is no security anywhere else apart from the tea party, and if there's any chaos over there, the few remaining security guards everywhere else will actually be trying to enter the tea party, leaving everywhere else pretty much undefended, even if it is the husband's lair. Having said that, there will still be a few guards, and Pound might not be able to defeat them, so he will need help. But where will Pound get help from? Well, there's only one place I can actually think of, and that place is none other than the special creatures stored by Big Mom. Now, Oda actually spent quite a long time on this creatures. I mean, he spent some 4 pages on these creatures, and if he's not gonna bring these creatures up, it's gonna be seriously a waste of panels. And Oda, I don't think, would like to waste any of his panels. So these creatures will definitely have to come into this story one way or the other, and I think this is the best way for them to come. Especially that long limb human and the centaur from Punk Hazard. Those two will really be important characters to the story. Otherwise, Oda wouldn't have really stressed so much on them. So these guys will help Pound, and with the help of them, Pound will actually capture the present husband of Big Mom and then help the Straw Hats when they're actually completely down and out. I mean, they are fighting the Big Mom's crew, and eventually they will get overwhelmed. Even if they do defeat the Sweet Commanders, her army, once those that army breaks through the doors, they the number of straw hats there will really be outnumbered, and those guys won't actually be able to defeat her entire army. So they need a plan to actually stop that army from coming in, and the best way to do it is to stop Big Mom herself, and that is by controlling her husband. After this fiasco, the Straw Hats will actually have a position of control over Big Mom, and she will be forced to agree to certain conditions set by the Straw Hats and the Windsmokes, and those conditions will be an alliance, I guess, a release of Sanji definitely, uh, the release of uh, Pound, Lola, Chiffon, all those people, and with this they can actually ask the Big Mom her strength to actually defeat Kaido. I mean, I don't think the Straw Hats have enough people to defeat Kaido. Even if she does not come herself to fight against Kaido, she can actually send information, resources, soldiers, and all this will be a huge help in defeating Kaido. And now that Judge has realized how wrong he was about Sanji, I think he will want to make Sanji the next king of Germa 66, and this decision will not sit well with Ichiji and Niji. I think those two will break up with Germa 66 and go join the world government, and this will cause a break within the Windsmokes where Reiju and Judge are on one side, Ichiji and Niji are on the other side. I'm not sure as to which side Yunji will join, but that's how I think the Windsmokes will do. Judge, after this, might actually retire and give his position as the leader of Germa 66 to Reiju, and until actually Sanji comes back to take the rightful throne. This is it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to tell something about this video, please do so in the comment section. If you want to be notified for my future content, please do subscribe to my channel. This is Ashra the Demon signing off. Bye bye, guys.